Hi guys from Pico de Gallo, my name is Robbie and today we're going international. Yes, that's how we're going to do it today. We're going to do Brussels or Belgian food. We're going to do some mussels in a spicy tomato sauce, okay? It's something that is delicious. There's many ways to make mussels, like in white wine or garlic or with some veggies. There's many ways to do them. This recipe, I found it in a Belgian supermarket, and it calls for a kilo of mussels, okay? A tin of chopped tomatoes. Don't use the passata or the puree, like just liquid. Use chopped tomato because it will give texture and a bite to it, and that's very nice. A glass of white wine, and use a wine that you would drink. Okay, don't buy the cheapest one or whatever. No, use a wine that you will drink because it will influence the flavor. Okay. 3/4 of shallot, and well, the recipe calls for 1 chili. That you have to slice it in half, take the veins and the seeds out, and then chop it in small squares. I don't have right now that in hand, and that's the beauty of cooking, that you have to adapt. But I have cayenne chili powder. And this is a blend of Mexican chilies. It has guajillo, chipotle, and chile de árbol. Okay, so I'm going to use that and use this. The quantity that you want. If you like spiciness, you know what level you can tolerate. So use it to taste. Okay, and by all means, if you don't like spicy food, just leave it out. Okay, just do the tomato sauce and whatever, and a little bit of salt. Okay, and of course a big pot to put your mussels. All right, I'm not going to show it on screen, but you have to, of course, clean your mussels and scrub them and make them clean so you don't eat like the sand that they might have or this kind of things. Okay. All right, so let's start cooking. So put your heat in a medium-low heat, and you're going to add a little bit of olive oil, and we're going to wait a little bit so it can heat up. And once this is going to be ready, when it's warm enough, we're going to add our shallots. Okay, you can chop them as thick or as thin as you want. And so here is where I'm going to put the shallots. And you might ask, what if I don't have shallots? You can use onions and a little bit of garlic, because that's the beauty of shallots, that it has like a mixture of both in one. Okay, so if you don't have shallots on hand, you can use a little bit of onion and garlic to taste. All right, and leave it there so it can saute a little bit. All right, so a couple of minutes have passed, and I think the shallots are already at the point where I wanted them to be sauteed. So I'm going to add my tin of chopped tomatoes directly from the tin, and I'm going to incorporate them to mix it a little bit. And then I'm going to add the wine, and here I'm going to tell you that I used a little bit more wine than I would normally use, so I had to adjust it later on. So I would add maybe like 1/4 of that quantity that I added. Okay, because what I did is I added more tomato sauce so it can actually be as tasty as I wanted to. Then I incorporated the cayenne pepper, and of course the Mexican blend of chilies, but I need my both hands to put them there, so it's not on the video. And of course a pinch of salt so it can bring out the flavors. Okay, and we're going to leave it there like I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, so everything gets incorporated, and let the alcohol evaporate, and only let the flavors inside the sauce. Alright, so now we have our sauce there that has been boiling a little bit, sauteing and infusing with all the flavors that we have added to the tomato sauce. And here is where I had to add a little bit more of tomato sauce. You can maybe see the volume. And yeah, so just be careful there, and with the wine flavor that you want in your sauce, just put it to taste as well, okay? And once, well, you have to have your mussels already washed and clean and have them ready, because we're going to add them now into this tomato sauce. Before adding it, please taste the sauce and adjust to your tasting, okay? So now I have added the mussels, and I'm just going to mix it a little bit so I can incorporate them into the sauce. And I'm going to put the lid on and turn the heat to low and let them there for around 10 minutes, or until the mussels open up by themselves. So the magic already happened and the mussels are already open. So what I'm going to do now is to turn the heat off, and I'm going to transfer it into my table, and I'll let them rest there a little bit because it's too hot to taste right now. But it smells delicious. Alright, enjoy! So guys, my mussels in the spicy tomato sauce is ready. And let's try them, which is the most important thing. Okay, I just tried already a little bit because I was recording the Spanish version. But let's pretend I didn't do it. So I like to do this with already used mussel and whatever. I use it like this, and then I eat it. So good, and it's a different recipe. Because normally I make them with white wine only and some veggies. But I don't add tomato normally, so this spicy tomato sauce is delicious. So good. I love it. And actually it's not that spicy, huh? Even though when I was preparing the sauce, I added a little bit more, because you have to taste the sauce before you put the mussels in. I would actually put more chili into it. But that's me, I'm used to spicy food, so that depends on your taste. But this is so good, and it's an alternative to the regular white wine mussel. If you happen to find one mussel that is actually closed, do not use it, okay? Just throw it out, don't eat it, it's bad, okay? I'm going to stop here. So, please subscribe to my channel, Pico de Gallo. Give me a thumbs up on this video. And actually, I want to invite you also to my Instagram account, which is @Pico de Gallo TV. The link is in the description box below, so don't worry, just go to the description box and click there on my Instagram, follow me, so you can see what's behind the scenes and what I'm doing in my daily life. And appreciate if you can share the video as well. See you next time in the next recipe.